if you're trying to promote your business or your book, you may be trying to reach out by email to important or famous people to see how you can work together or how they can support you. As someone who gets a lot of email, I have some tips for you when you're trying to approach someone with an offer or a pitch or even just say hi. I get a couple hundred emails a day, and it takes me a few hours just to go through and read most of them, especially if a lot of them are from clients or something that needs an emergency response, or I have to spend an hour doing something in Photoshop or building something, or it's hard to get all the way through all the emails every day. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 days to catch up on my emails. So first of all, just don't assume that they're ignoring you, because some people say, like, they'll check back with me and say, are you getting my emails? I haven't heard from you. Is everything okay? If someone's busy, they're getting a lot of email and they don't necessarily have time to read your email. So even if you send them an email and you think maybe you only get 10 emails a day and you check every hour and you respond right away, you can't imagine how somebody else would not respond to your email within 24 hours or something. And especially that seems to be the expectation, is that if you read an email, you'll reply back right away. If you're very important or very busy, you have a virtual assistant answering all your emails anyway, and they're going to be sorting out the emails between the must-read important stuff and all the other junk from people that they don't know who's asking for something. So first of all, when you're sending an email to somebody else, make sure you have an offer, so that you're offering something. You're not asking for anything in return. You're seeing how you can help them, how you can support them. You don't want to ask them to support you, and it doesn't count if you say, well, let's partner on this business and you'll make 50%, you'll make this much money in 3 months or whatever. That's a future promise, a future gift. You need to give them something right now, and you need to say something like, this is me, this is my platform, this is how I can help you. Please let me assist you to do what you want to fulfill your goals. If you're trying to make these relationships with people, they're not going to be interested in giving up more of their time to you to help you build something. They might be interested in letting you help them out if it's free. And what you get out of that is the relationship with a more important person that could later turn into something. When you do need help with something, they may be able to comment or share or help in some way. You also want to make sure it's personal. So instead of especially just pasting something, a form that you've been sending out to a lot of people, you want to do some research on them, read their blog, see what they've been doing lately, see where they are. Maybe they're on vacation with their family. Maybe they just published a new book. They're working on a new project. Figure out what's important to them right now and what they're doing right now, so that you can make a personal connection and a comment that lets them know that you have any idea who they are. I've made this mistake in the past where I've reached out to some people, maybe an author who's actually really famous. They've sold 1 million books, but I've never heard from them before. And I emailed them to chat. I didn't quite realize how high of a level they're on. So you want to know who you're pitching and know a lot about them, and then you can customize it so that they know this isn't just some form email you're sending to a lot of people. Also, you want to follow up. In my book, Book Marketing is Dead, I say you can follow up 3 times. It's kind of risky, it's annoying, but it's very easy for me to miss an email. And there's some that maybe I didn't open right away, and then 2 days later, it's thousands of emails back, and I may not ever see it again. If someone emails me 3 times, you don't want to do it every day, but you could wait 2 or 3 days and then just check in and say, hey, did you see my email about this? After 3 times, you can give up, but I wouldn't give up after just 1 time, because it's possible if you repeat the offer or you strengthen it or you do a little bit better, they might finally, after the 3rd email, read up and see what you're offering and get back to you. And finally, don't worry so much about email. Email's kind of overflowing. People say email marketing is better than online marketing because people open most of their emails, but you can go to Twitter or Facebook and send a direct message to somebody, and they're going to see it. Facebook's a little different because you have to be friends with them first. So this only really works if you follow them, become friends with them, like their stuff, share their content for weeks at a time, and then send them a private message trying to get in touch. And again, in the beginning, you really want to build that relationship before you ever ask for anything. So sending an email to someone you don't know, it's not going to work very often. But if you spend time building the relationship, supporting their platform, helping them out, being a nice person, letting them know that you're a normal person they can hang out with, they can chat with, who's really interested in seeing them succeed, when you finally ask them for something, they'll be much more inclined to at least give you a response. So those are some tips you might want to think about before you send out a massive email campaign. Thanks.